Hey guys, what is going on? This is the GTA Wise guy and welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Now in this one, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at the Weeny Issi Classic. Now this is this classic mini rip-off basically. Rockstar have pretty much ripped off the mini and they've gone and put it in the game. Well, it's not in the game yet. It is one of the unreleased vehicles. I've just got the game files on my modded PC version and I've unlocked them in the game. But these will be coming to GTA Online in the coming weeks. They will be drip feeding them. And if you guys want to see any of these other unreleased cars, be sure to let me know down in the comment section. And the most popular one I'll be going to do next. Obviously, the Issi Classic was the one that was the most popular request from you guys in yesterday's video of the Dominator GTX, which is this blue one here. If you want to go and see that video, I'll leave a link up in the corner there as well. And the one before that, we also took a look at the Jester Classic, which is based on the Toyota Supra. If you want to watch that one, if you missed it, that'll be up in the corner there now as well. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the customization, do performance. I'll probably do a few builds on this. I've taken a look at the engine customization previously, so I've cheated a little bit. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that Vapid Ellie as well. I'm going to be doing a custom variant of that first. As you guys always know, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe because I do custom variants of all these cars by doing some custom 3D models and actually modding custom variants into the game. So I'm doing a wide body for the actual Dominator GTX. I'm going to be fixing up the Jester Classic by changing the lights. And for the Vapid Ellie, I do want to do some stuff for that. That is the first one to be released. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of custom variants that I could do with this Classic Mini. Probably a lot that I could do to trigger people. But if you guys have any ideas for what I could do for a custom variant of this, if I was to mod it and turn it into something crazy, let me know down in the comment section. And I'll be sure to get onto that. So the way I'm going to release these custom variants of the cars is going to be dependent on the way they're released into GTA Online. So when they're released into GTA Online, I'll release my custom version as well. So obviously there's some time constraints for each one, but I'll do my best to do as much as I can to them in the time that I've got. And without further ado, without rambling on too much, we'll get on to customizing this little Mini. And I've just noticed the suspension is a bit shoddy, which is cool. And I've just noticed how actually small this car is. It's ridiculous. If we put it next to this Glendale, we'll see just how small it is. It's ridiculous. I'm so glad that Rockstar have put this in the game. I know that a lot of people have wanted this for a long time. We do have a normal Issi in the game, which is just like a rip-off of a normal Mini Cooper. A more modern one. Obviously, they're a lot bigger. So we'll probably compare this in size comparison to the actual Issi as well. But without further ado, we'll get onto the customization. So bumpers, let's see what we've got. So we've got like a chrome bar on the front, obviously. I imagine there's going to be a few different variants, which we do have. We've got a secondary bumper, a carbon version of that bumper, and then a painted street splitter. Now, there isn't a primary version of that bumper, which I thought there would be because the stock one is just chrome. We do have a street splitter, which is bolted on. Carbon street splitter, got a painted street bumper. So this is like going to be for like the tuner guys, like a stance sort of build I suppose you could do if you wanted it to be really low. That's pretty cool. So I've just noticed as well, the stock one, like the plate, it has like a Weeny Issi logo on the corner there as well. The street splitter removes the front plate, and then that stance sort of bumper just doesn't have anything on it. But I do like those long plates. They're pretty cool. Obviously, it looks like a classic one. So I think for the front bumper, we'll go with this. We'll try and go with like a nice stance build if we can. It'd be cool if I could just have it all one color. So we'll do the painted one for now. We might just do the secondary color, the same as the primary. The skirt, got a primary lip skirt, so that just changes that black plastic trim around there as well. So I suppose you could make it a clean look if you wanted to. We've got the primary street skirt, which is pretty interesting. Can we have it as low as the front bumper? No, we can't. So I would have liked the skirt to be as low as the front bumper. That would have looked better when it is lowered. But I think we'll go with the primary street skirt. The rear bumper, we can have mud guards on it with the Weeny logo. The carbon bumper. Race splitter, which is colorable as well. And we've got the race splitter with guards. So we'll leave that off. We'll try and keep it clean. I suppose we'll have to go with the carbon one because I don't know. Should we have the chrome one? Right, I don't really want to have mud guards because I don't want to go for that rally look for it. But I think we'll just leave that back bumper stock. But what I'm going to do to the front bumper... Oh, you can't have that one chrome. Yeah, so unfortunately we can't have that version with a chrome one on the back. But yet the rear bumper has carbon bits, has chrome bits, but no colorable options. That's really annoying. Right, so we'll just have to leave that one chrome. Plate, license plate. Now, because it's a classic, I'm going to go with that blue one. I wouldn't normally do that on any of these cars, but because it is a classic one, it does make sense. Wheel type, or should we go with a black one? I know UK ones are black with white text. but I think American California ones have the blue and the yellow. Right, I might change all this up depending on what the other customization's like, but just for now, I'm just going to be going for like a stance looking build. The tuner wheels might work nicely for it. We'll go with some chrome ones. We'll have some rollers on it, I think. Chassis, so we can have Tourer like rally lights. So we do have actual rally lights as well, which are colorable. We can have a carbon street interior, so that changes like that wooden trim inside. Then we've got a sticker bomb interior, which makes all that trim sticker bomb instead. And then we've got a stripped race interior, which is pretty cool. Not sure if I want that one though. I would do like that wooden trim, but I don't really want those. I think I'll go with those Tourer lights actually. And that looks pretty cool in the front grille. Hopefully they light up as well, and they're not just static ones. So the exhausts are actually replacing exhausts, which actually replace the indicators on it, which is pretty cool. Got titanium versions of those. We've got the twin boot cut exhaust, which is pretty awesome. I'd like to see what that looks like when we open the boot as well. Hopefully we can. Got the twin carbon boot exhaust, case twin boot, side pipe. So that's coming out just underneath the side skirt. So actually that makes sense why we can't have a really low skirt, because we've also got that side pipe. And we've got a massive carbon one which comes out of the boot, and there's some hood catches on there as well. We can have a twin one and then a carbon quad one. Now that's insane. Now if I was going for a mad racing build, I'd probably do that one. But because we're trying to do a clean stance build, I'll probably just go with the twin boot cut ones, which are actually chrome as well. Fenders. Oh, so sweet. We can actually do some fenders. But Rockstar, again, do not allow us to change a fitment, which means it just looks garbage without it. That's annoying. So we can have different variants of those. And we can have bolt-on ones, which is pretty cool. So we can have even wider arches, which means the fitment is even worse, which is triggering. That's so annoying, man. Right, so I'm going to go with those primary bolt-on arches. The grille. We can have a stripped down grille. Actually, I'm probably going to remove those lights because we can have these different grills. Vertical painted, classic chrome, classic carbon, and then classic painted. I think I'm just going to go for that stripped down grille for the clean look to it. The hood, we can just remove the hood completely if we want to. And now this engine bay does look awesome. And I've just noticed that the timing belt doesn't work on it again. I don't know if that's because of the way I've tried to unlock these cars, or if it doesn't actually work. Hopefully it does work when it comes out into GT Online, but we can see we've also got like a custom air filter and intake at the back there, which I haven't seen before, which is pretty cool. And the actual air filter lines in it as well look 3D. I don't know if they're colorable. We can have a secondary hood, carbon hood. I suppose we could go for a Mr. Bean look if we really wanted to, or if we'd done the secondary, we could make that a matte black. Pyramid grille hood. So there's like an intake duct there on the front of it. There's a slot grill hood, hold grill hood, so that's like a proper racing one. A vanity one, so we've just got the glass on the top there. Scooped one for the intake, performance one, and there's like a mesh in the middle there as well. And there's mesh on those actual scoops there. That's pretty cool. We've got the exposed filter hood. So I imagine that's going to remove the main filter inside and put a new one on that raises it a bit, which is why it's sticking out there. That's pretty cool. Exposed tri-filter hood. That's awesome. And then we've got a blower hood. So there's like, it's got a mad supercharger on it. Is there I imagine there's a different timing belt with it. That's pretty awesome. So we'll go outside and see what they're like in a minute as well, with all those different options on. But just for now, you can see there's also like distributors. I think there's also a distributor there as well with the spark plugs coming around the front, but that's on the exhaust side. I would have thought the sparks are going over the top. I'm not too familiar with classic cars and how they're built engine wise, or it could be a fuel regulator, I don't know. Now I do want to keep it clean, but there's so many other cool options here that I could do for it. Right, so for now we'll just go with that secondary hood to try and keep it looking clean. Livery. We can have a classic weenie. So we've just got like a stripe and it's got the Weeny logo in the corner there as well. And white stripes, so that's like a racing or rally one. Checker fade. So there's a checker on the roof there. I imagine we'll be able to do some like mad Italian job stuff with it. Track day. So of course there's going to be a 69 number on it. So that's just like, that's just as if you're going to the track day and you just put stickers on it. Basic sponsors. Arrow Racer. So that's like there's a bunch of sponsors on that one. That's pretty cool. Fin Racer, proper racing one, splatter drone. And then we've got pocket hot rod, and that is the last one. So you can do like a rustic build if you really wanted to. That's pretty cool. But for now, I think I don't really want to put too many liveries on because I do want to try and keep it looking clean. So I think for now, we'll just leave it stock. The bodywork. Oh, so we can change all the trim on it. That's pretty awesome. We can have black trim, part carbon trim. Now, because it's so small, I'm not going to be able to see what's changing to carbon. Part primary, so that you could do that for a clean look. Part secondary, full primary trim, or full secondary trim. Now the stock is all chrome, which is pretty nice. Now I think I'm going to go with part primary trim to make it look nice and clean. The roof. We can have secondary carbon, wood vinyl. That's pretty interesting. Sticker bomb, checkerboard roof. That's pretty cool. Now I'm not too familiar with classic minis, but I do remember seeing like these sort of things on like ones that I've seen before. And then we've got a mosaic roof, which is pretty cool as well. So that's like a hippie one if you want to do like a 70s mini sort of thing to it. Right. So we'll just change these. Oh, we've got spoilers. So we can do a roof rack on it. We can do a ski rack, so there's skis on the roof rack. We've got a surfboard, small luggage. So they're like, there's like a 70s style suitcase on there as well. Dovetail spoiler, so just like a little roof spoiler there. Got a carbon dovetail spoiler, which is riveted as well. Carbon low level spoiler. A primary big wing, so that, oh my god, that looks ridiculous. So there's like gussets on the window there as well where it's mounted to. And then we've got a secondary big wing. Oh god. We know what Black Panther's going to be putting on his Weeny Issi when he does a video on this. Bloody hell. The big wang! Oh my god! Right, I do really like that surfboard. That's pretty cool. But I do like the luggage as well. Right, I think I'm going to go with a surfboard for now. That can work with a stance up. The suspension does go pretty low as well. Will we be able to lower it outside as well? I'm not too sure. Now we just got to respray it. What colour should we go for? Let's go for a fancy out of the ordinary look. That surf blue looks pretty nice. It makes sense because we've got a surfboard on the top. We'll just put the secondary to surf blue as well. And that secondary colour is actually changing that little lip around the headlights. Now the trim colour, can we change any? Yes, we can change the interior as well. So I think we'll go with a cream look to top off this sort of like 70s stance inspired look that we're going for. Cream. Very debatable look, but why not? Or bleached brown. Now we'll go with cream. Right, so there we are. I think I'm just going to do another build as well, but for now we'll test out the performance on this build and we'll try and lower it as well, see how low we can get it. But this looks pretty awesome. I imagine there's going to be a lot of variation in the builds when it comes into GTA Online. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys make of it as well. You can't actually go into first person. Someone did mention that to me the other day. That's weird. So even though I'm changing all the views, you can't go into first person. I imagine that's something to do with the data on the game. I probably could change that by going into the background data. That might be, I don't know why they've done that. It might be too small. It might be a bit glitchy when you're so close to the steering wheel or something. I don't know. That's a weird thing why they haven't included first person. This is pretty cool. Now there is a lot of roll on the suspension like in GTA 4. You can see it rolling left and right. It sounds awesome as well. It sounds like a raspy old car like it should. So I'm happy with the way it sounds. But this just looks so cool driving about. It's so small as well. Look at it. Oh my god, man. This is ridiculous. But I love it. This is going to be so cool seeing these in GTA Online. But, you know, we'll get blown up by flying rocket bikes and stupid shit like that. It actually seems pretty quick. It's quite nippy, but I don't know if that's just because it's so small it looks quick. Now, first impressions of handling with all the upgrades on. It is pretty nippy, especially for a little car like this. There is a lot of roll on the suspension, which is pretty cool. But it doesn't seem to lose grip. Oh my god. It seems really weird, like the suspension on it. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of grip. Wait, is it front wheel drive? Yes, it is. Which is very good. GG Rockstar. Now, it does wheel spin a lot if you try and do the perfect launch. So if I get the revs low. The wheels spin loads, actually. Oh, what a little beast, man. Right, now, without further ado, we'll try and lower it, and then I'll do another build for it. Alright, so this might be difficult to lower with the wheels being so low. I mean, so small. Look at the tuck on that wheel. That's like perfect. Oh, but the fitment's crap because it doesn't come out far enough the wheel. Alright, let's lower it a little more. But it does drop twice on each side without blowing up. This looks beast as well, though. Look at how low it is. What a little beast. So you can do some cool stance builds with this if you want to. There's loads of camber on the wheels as well. Oh, that's cool. I just wish we could have the wheels sticking out a little bit wider. Rockstar, please do that for us. So this build is awesome. The customization is good for it. You can do loads of different builds. Rally, race, stance. Just you can go for a classic look. You can probably do a Mr. Bean look for it. I could probably do a custom variant where Mr. Bean's sitting on the top on the couch. Now, I have just customized 2 other variants. I've done a mad racing one with the blower on the hood. And we've also got the mad wing on it, the stupid exhaust on the back, some carbon arches. And I've also done a Mr. Bean inspired one. Now, it's crazy how closely resemblant you can get it looking. I've done the matte black hood. I've done that dew yellow paint job on it. I should probably remove the pearlescent so that it doesn't show up on that matte black hood there. I'll probably do it to a frost white pearlescent. But regardless, you can make it look literally exactly the same. And you'll notice that I sneakily put some exhaust on the rear light, so which Mr. Bean probably doesn't have on his car. Now, the only problem with it is you can't change those little trim bits there unless you put a proper arch on the arches. Even still, it makes it look a little bit more rustic, and I suppose the black goes with the hood. I've even got it right down to the interior color, and it looks pretty mad to see Mr. Bean's car in GTA 5. I imagine a lot of people will probably remake this one. But yeah, also one thing I noticed as well with this car is when you get in it, you'll see the blower will shake. You'll see it shaking as the car's idling as well, and when you rev it, the engine will shake a little bit independently from the car, so you'll see it shaking through the hood, and when I turn it off, you'll see it shake as well. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much all for this video. If you enjoyed this customization and gameplay of the Weeny Issi Classic, be sure to leave a like on this video, and also don't forget to subscribe, as I'll be releasing more videos of these unreleased cars in the days to come. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.